HJ 47, 9th month, 1982. That's actually Richard's birthday. So Richard's got an eye on this one. Actually, all the workshop like this one. It's a favourite here. It's bloody beauty, and that's an original colour, that green. Very factory Toyota colour, but in the day you had to, usually you had to order the blues or the greens. They weren't quite as common, but Wayne owns this. Wayne's a top bloke, and I asked him about, before you owned it, Wayne, tell me some of its history. And it's quite an interesting story. So this one, its whole life is North Queensland. It comes from up at Atherton. And its original owner, Jeffrey bought this. He walked into a Toyota dealership and saw it in the background now. It only just got off the boat because no paperwork was done, hadn't had it roadworthy. It was just fresh in a Toyota dealership. And Jeffrey wasn't leaving that dealership without this car. So they did all the paperwork there and then, and he took this home. And in the early days back then, he turboed it and really enjoyed this one, and has had it up until just recently. But in its day, I hear, so unfortunately Jeffrey's no longer with us, but he's got good support with the family. And Flynn sold this to Wayne, and Flynn tells us that he put the 2H in there, and he done a hot lap around the raceway up there at up Weeper, and really pushed the old engine hard. So eventually they decided to throw a 12HT in it, and it's got a 12HT in it right now. They but it's its second 12HT. The first one, when they ordered it, it was dropped on a pallet so badly it cracked the block. The intake manifold was destroyed. It just really put a dampener on things. They had to source another one from an importer. They found one, and unfortunately Jeffrey never finished the project. But Flynn, really nice family guy, obviously loves his family, finished the build. And Jeffrey's wife, she's left supporting 2 boys, so she really needed to do what was best for her family, and Flynn helped her move it on and find Wayne. And I'll tell you something, you've found a bloody good new owner in Wayne. Now this guy's enthusiastic. It's not his first rodeo, not his first Land Cruiser 40, but he's in love with this one. I think he's done buying 40s. He's found the one, and that's what's brought it here to Mr. Land Cruiser, to get some work done on it. We'll go through that. So he's gone up to Atherton, and he's back in the southeast corner, so he's very grateful for Jeffrey Flynn and the family that he's now the owner of this one, and he's brought it back down. But he wants to modify a few little things for the 12HT, so he's asked Mr. Land Cruiser to step in and add our power steer. So we've gone the 60 series, 70 series parts as well, power steer upgrade. And just, he's not going to wheel it too hard and mistreat it, but he did, he destroyed, or in the process somewhere, a rear axle had clean snapped, and we looked into it and it had an auto locker. And some people don't mind auto lockers, but as a workshop we get to see a lot of the damage they do, and we're not big fans of them, nor is Wayne. So we pulled it out, we've chucked a Harrop e-locker in there, and now the rear axle's been done. It's got power steering, went over a few other little things, but it's basically ready for Wayne. So let's go through this vehicle. Again, this is a factory colour. This is how she came, and outside it hasn't been modified too much, so this is how Jeffrey would have had it, no doubt. The bull bar up the front with UHF and aerial. Now that snorkel, yes, we put that snorkel on there, 12HT, so we've given it a new airbox, whistle and soot, and we've also put that snorkel on there. The rear of it's just pretty factory, but I'll tell you my favourite, I learned to drive in a wood deck, drop side. They've always been my favourite, and the wood in this, I don't know if Flynn did anything to the tray, because it definitely doesn't show wear and tear from years, but I'd say it's just well kept. When you see it in this condition, Wayne's just got himself a beauty. That's the outside. He's running some BF Goodrich on some Sunraisers, which gives it a look very nice, and it's probably just missing a visor sold by Mr. Land Cruiser, and that would just finish the outside off. Let's go and have a look at the 12HT. She's a bloody beauty. Listen to the 12 HT purr. Now when, just showing you how nice it is. That's bloody beautiful. 12 HT, I just got to do, I don't mind a little reach around, so just to kill that bad boy. But while we're looking underneath, that airbox, isn't she bloody beautiful? So Whistle and Soot, you know we sell turbos here, you know we put them on 2Hs. They've got stuff for the 70 series, for the 60 series. They've got the induction gear now and everything for the 12 HT in the 40. The thing I love about their airboxes is there's so many custom ones that need Allen keys. 40 series never come with anything Allen keys. So maybe I'm just an old fart, but I'm happy with that because I like these airboxes. They're just so simple to get into, eh? They're just, we're in. Hit the dirt tracks, give it a dust, just clip it all back up again. Great bit of kit with the 4-inch snorkel, and they do them to suit your Safari and what have you, so all the different size air induction holes. Hit us up if you want one, if you want some pricing. They're a hot item here at Mr. Land Cruiser. There's not a great deal to talk about. It is set out, you know, it sits where a 2H sits. It's all plumbed in, but it's a turboed engine. It's running the 47 series cooling system still. That little bad boy shows that we've been here and we've done our power steer. That's the giveaway when you pop open the bonnet. But the rest of it's all hidden underneath. New column, respline column, what have you. Moved a few things, and Wayne's going to be happy. When you reverse one of these with power steer, if you haven't had it, you just into the Bunnings car park like that. So Wayne's going to absolutely love when he picks it up this week. Here we go. I'll tell you what, I'm at home in this thing. I just love me 47s. I could tour Australia in this. Original seats give you the most room. I'm just bloody comfortable. This is very, very, very nice. Let's go through this thing. Let's go up to the top, the roof. So it's had a hood liner, but the console itself, the overhead console, looks very, very much like a LCS 4x4 one, but it looks like they've had it all upholstered, so that really blends in nicely. It's got a bit going up on there, but it's still got lots of parcel shelf room on either side. I can see more interior lights. There's an interior light above behind me here that's working, but up here we've got some more LED lights. We've got the microphone for Bluetooth. We've got a couple of switches, accessory switches, a UHF, and then the full stereo, the Pioneer system up there, which no doubt reverse camera, maps, stereo, all tucked up there, some speakers up there. It looks excellent, excellent, excellent. I really like how that's done, very classy, a bit like me, very classy. Throughout the dash is pretty original. Now somebody's installed, it's a turbo now, so they've had to install the boost and what have you. It's also got a volt and temp gauge in one, and that's also gives you a little charger for your phone and USB, all in the one gauge there. Utilize some space, and then boom, we're looking at some factory stuff. It's just been left alone. The seats have been reupholstered bloody nicely too, and somebody has replaced the floor, and that's all done nice. They've done a good job, trimmed it all in, running floor mats. It's really, really nice in here. With the door cards, we've added more speakers, so Pioneer as well. They've branded this right through, and this is an aftermarket door card. If you don't want the genuine, or you want something a bit more resilient to weather if you're wheeling, check out our website. We've got all your door cards, different variants on there. And let's talk about something else. I find these armrests, they're really popular at the moment, and I actually don't mind that armrest. I'm not a big fan of where the drink is. I've never encouraged drink driving, but you know, you might be on a beach that you think's private. You might not want to advertise what you're drinking, because the owner of the camp might not allow that brand or something. Another thing, I jumped in the car, I slammed the door, and coffee went absolutely everywhere. So it just wasn't ideal for me. I've taken this car for a drive, and my hand's too fat to turn the indicator on. I've gone through the steering wheel. So it's just not ideal for me. I'm sure other people with many hands love them. But so I thought, why not? I'm doing the video, I'm going to do a plug for Mr. Land Cruiser. So we have now these 3D printed ones that go straight into all your different models. We've got them for even the 70 series, pre-2011. We've got them, they're Australian made. Thank you, Paul Palmer. And they've still retained an ashtray, which wouldn't be wise to put cigarette in there, but there's still a money box. And I've noticed a few on the market, they don't have the adjusters, so different size cans just rattle around. That stops all the rattling. On the front, it comes with a clip for your UHF, but different models, phone holders can fit as well. And I'll show you, mate, I'll just pull it out. These are still all right, they're just not for me. There's another idea. That's pretty much the interior of this car. It's just, Flynn, you have kept this in bloody beautiful condition. For your uncle would be over the moon with how Wayne's received this car. That's it. That's this HJ47. Wayne's a very, very lucky dude. Now, we've had this on the hoist, and you look underneath it, it is in beautiful, beautiful condition. I don't know what sort of sea breezes they get up there, or how well this one was garaged. The chassis, it's been taken immaculate care of, so I don't know what Wayne's paid. It's none of my business. I never ask, but I know he's got good value for money. And now he's got the power steer, the locker, and some whistle and soot kit to go with it. So future plans, Wayne's just keen to drive it. Now he's driven it a bit, but he's just keen to get in and use it and live life again. It's not a big timing with that dog, eh? You didn't do the noise. What noise? Deej, Daddy, and the blue dog. Zooming in on Bluey. Make a little feature, do some credits.